Guys, we've had a really wet bank holiday weekend and I just feel like I haven't had any quality time down on the plot for ages, and it's really showing. The grass has shot up. It's quite surprising like how quickly it gets away from you. I've got some time to spend down here now, and although it's quite weedy, it's just the little ones with the easy roots to pull out, so I should be able to get on top of it quite quickly. And today I'm going to try picking some sweet corn as well. It looks like it's ready, so fingers crossed. So the tomatoes are ripening. These are Shirley, but I don't know, compared to the Sweet Million, they just don't have the same flavour at all. And we've got 3 big ones today, so that's good. The cucumbers are growing nicely, but I have found that the skins are a bit tough on them. These are Market More, so I think they probably would have done better outside there. They've got that hardiness to stand up to the weather, which they just don't need in the greenhouse. I'm so pleased with the nasturtiums as well. It was just a couple of weeks ago I was complaining there was no flowers, and recently we've had plenty, and they just make the prettiest salad. Next week there's a produce day at the allotment, which will be a nice chance to like meet everybody and see what everybody's been growing. But they are having a squash competition for the biggest squash, and this is the biggest one I've got. I don't think it's that giant by most standards, but I might enter it and have a go. I'm really disappointed with the saffron crocuses that I planted last year. It was the first thing that we planted when we got the plot, and they came up in the autumn time, but they didn't have flowers on them. But we were told, you know, they often don't flower until the 2nd year, but this year they just haven't come up at all. And I think the slugs may have eaten the bulbs, or something under the ground has eaten them, so it's really disappointing. I was wondering about ordering some more bulbs. Trevor's less keen on that because he says the same thing will happen again, but I don't know. I definitely want to have the saffron crocuses, so it's a shame that it's going to be start again, because I was hoping we'd be like splitting them now and we'd have lots more, but it's looking like we're going to have to start again. But I definitely want to figure out what happened to the last ones before we put more in. For a while I left the grass to grow in here, because when the crocuses first come through they look so much like the grass, but it's definitely all just grass that's growing. It's raining again already, which is a bit of a pain. I'm just going to get the sweet corn picked quickly and then we can have a look at it. So I would have liked to leave them for longer because they don't feel that solid, but the top has already gone brown and it's just disappeared, so I don't think they're going to get any bigger now. Okay, we're in the shed now to open this sweet corn. I really am going to have to stop being such a fair weather gardener if I want to get anything done on the plot, because it really has been very wet the last few weeks. So there we go. Actually the pollination is quite good. It is quite thin. It's just a few at the top that didn't make it, but that's fine. That's quite nice. Each crop that I harvest is just more exciting than the last. The berries were amazing, but then so was digging up the potatoes. At least with the berries you could like see them on the bush that they already look good. Then digging up the potatoes, that was really exciting because you had no idea what was in there. And exactly the same with the sweet corn. You just hoping that when you open it it's going to be nice and yellow, and you have to pop a kernel to make sure it's milky as well, which is another way to let you know that it's ready, which these ones are. So that's another really exciting thing from the plot. I don't know what's going to be ready next, but yeah, each one is more exciting than the last. So I just opened another sweet corn, and the germination on this one is a lot more patchy. Again, they're oozing like the milkiness, so that's good. But I wonder why, like the other one was so well pollinated and this one wasn't. I'm not sure if my sweet corns need to be closer together. Just looking around the plot, I think a lot of people have got them a little bit closer than mine are, but I'm not sure. So if you've got any advice, I would really like to know. I know Nora's been doing amazingly with her sweet corn. They started off quite strong in the plastic collars, but I don't know, they just are not as bushy now. They're looking a bit straggly. I did have some leeks and some garlic that I wanted to plant out today, but I don't think the weather is up to it, and I don't really want to get drenched because I haven't got my waterproofs with me, so I'm going to call it a day for now. I know it's been a short and sweet one, guys, but I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.